Hey guys, Cell here and welcome back to some more FGO. It's been way too long. It is currently December 1st. I am so far behind in Shimosa. So why not get started with it? Salem is coming out literally tomorrow for me. So yeah, that sucks. But hey, the band I'm looking forward to is supposedly maybe coming out the week after Salem releases. I hope. Actually, I don't kind of hope because I don't want to lose all the sync and tickets I've gathered. It'll be a pain. So yeah, the Stage of Carnage, Shimosa. I've always been worried that I would accidentally tap on that button, but I somehow never did it. A hawk cries out somewhere in the distance. In Mount Kinbo's Reigando, an old man awaits the final moments of his life. His name, Shinmen Musashi no Kami, Fujiwara no Harunobu. Which is to say, I'm speaking of myself. Yes, I am Shinmen Musashi, one whose blade has spilled the blood of countless others. Realize how fast my voice I changed my voice after I realized it was Musashi talking. Perhaps I was once called Miyamoto Musashi at some point, but that doesn't matter now. No, not yet. I refuse to sleep just yet. Come now, eyes, open up. Yes, that's it. Or is it actually a male Musashi? Okay. I may well end up dying today or tomorrow, but it won't be right this instant. Patience. After all, my visitor has yet to arrive. Now where was I? Oh yes, my blades. I killed quite a few people with them. Oh wait, old man. Whatever, it's the old man with the sword, the saber that fought with Musashi back in the other event that showed her off. Well, not necessarily event, it was just a trial of Musashi and whatnot. It's that guy, whatever his name is, Hijikata, I think? Blades. They are tools for killing, for cutting and slashing human bodies. They once referred to Tachi and Katana, now they refer to Katana and Wakizashi. Blades are carried by soldiers, by warriors, by bushi. They are also called samurai, a variation of their words, saburo. Saburo, I'm assuming, meaning to serve as they serve their masters. In any case, those who command these warriors are known as generals. A general is like nothing so much as a master carpenter. He must know how to make use of every tool at his disposal to carry out his master's wishes. Even now I can hear a young Iori telling me he doesn't understand what I mean. Perhaps Mago no Jo would have that smug, knowing expression about now. Yes, I imagine he would. Me, I'm hopeless. I didn't understand anything back when I was young. I just traveled the world, cutting down any who challenged me. I could never hope to be a general. At best, I would have ended up some minor commander bound for some tiny domain. How foolish. Yes, foolish. What point is there in being good with a blade? It is good for nothing but killing and maiming others. Perhaps my life might have been more worthwhile had I been a painter. No doubt, Takada Matabe would laugh if he heard that. He would say I'm spouting nonsense in my old age. Yes, you're right, Matabe. It is far too late for me to allow myself to wallow in regret now. As if I would ever say something like that. There's nothing wrong with a bit of foolishness. I lived in a chaotic age where the screams of agony were common as bird song. I have no regrets. I've spent my whole life cutting, slashing, slaughtering. Come then, fate. Show me what my final moments hold. Spirits in heaven, forgive me for such fruitless dreams. Treat them as no more than the ramblings of an old man on death's door and pay them no heed. Still, I have precious little time left. My eyes may close forever even before the fateful moment arrives. Well, this is troubling. How truly vexing. Gods, Buddha. At this point, I'll even take an Oni or a demon. Please, give me more time so that I may reach my destiny. I don't think I'll be able to do so in the bowels of hell. If that is impossible, then... if only this world were itself a living hell. Don't wish for that. Oh, Senpai! Speak of the devil, I was just heading to your room to look for you. I finally found something I've been trying to find for some time. What were you so keen to find, Mosh? Oh, I wasn't looking for it for my sake. If anything, it's more to do with you, Senpai. Let me start at the beginning. Let's see, Senpai, you once said that you met Miyamoto Musashi, the famous swordsmaster, during a dreamlike experience, right? I'm afraid I don't remember it very clearly. Yep, I sure did. Well, this concerns her too. Unlike the historical Miyamoto Musashi, this one you encountered was a woman, perhaps from a world of pruning theoretical phenomenon. She may have been one who travels between worlds via some special means, or even a living human rather than a heroic spirit. Whatever the case, that was the Musashi you met. I found this very intriguing. I had nothing to go on but what you told me and the circumstantial evidence. And there was one more thing, something that kept nagging at me personally. If Miyamoto Musashi has been split into two different people, one male, one female, there may be a reason for that. Of course, there are a fair number of heroic spirits with numerous what-if spirit origin registered here at Chaldea alone. Maybe that's the case with Musashi as well, or maybe she's something completely different. Either way, I had to find out. So you were looking for data on Musashi, huh? And did you find something, I mean? Yes, and I couldn't have done it without the whole staff's help. It was no big deal. There was all sorts of always accessible text formatted data already saved to the standard library. Unfortunately, image data of authentic original text isn't as easy to find. But luckily, we recently happened across some that was saved to a standalone underground library. I think my heart skipped a beat when it first turned up, though. After all, it said not to look at it in the README file. Still, I scanned it for viruses and it came up clean. So it should be alright, probably just someone's idea of a practical joke. Anyway, I hope this image taken of the original manuscript for the Book of Five Rings helps you two out later. Thank you so much. This is the book Musashi wrote. Yes, this is the book that the Miyamoto Musashi who left his mark on our history wrote. The female Musashi that you met had nothing to do with it. For one thing, she hadn't materialized as a servant, right? I think she was a flesh and blood human. No, but she was just as strong as any servant. Moving between worlds while still alive. Alternate histories but with the exact same name. A different version of the exact same person. Senpai, can you wait for a little while? There's something I want to try. If the Musashi met was different from her history's Miyamoto Musashi, but she also had the same name and fought with two swords, then we may be able to find something else that they may have in common, or maybe even find some way in which they're entirely different in the manuscript. Right now I'm grasping at straws, so I can't offer anything more definitive right now, but... It's okay, I'll help you. Maybe we'll learn something surprising about her. Thank you, Senpai. So you were discussing the Book of Five Rings, were you? I really must say, it might be just a touch difficult to decipher it and to find a proper expert. Speak of the devil. Right, Musashi and Kochiro are like peas in a pod. Oh no, I may call myself Sasaki Kojiro, but who's to say that if that is indeed who I truly am? No, I am merely a stick-waving samurai who stumbled onto this name. I have certainly heard the name Miyamoto Musashi, but I never actually met him, indeed. I have no connection to him whatsoever, for good or ill. Nonetheless, now that I go by Kojiro, I cannot ignore the mark that Shinmen Musashi has made upon the world. Knowledge of the Book of Five Rings was bestowed upon me when I was summoned as a servant, whether I wished it so or not. As such, I know it quite well, though I cannot state how comprehensible its contents will be to you, Lady Cell. Everything up to the Book of Earth and the Book of Water can be interpreted easily enough, but beyond that, it is more a book of riddles than a manual. Its final chapter, the Book of Void, is nothing more than a scrap that lays Musashi's feelings bare. Nor are they described in a tangible material manner. Void discusses what lies beyond the karmic laws one's eye can see. And the concept of zero, which is at the time was at the very bleeding edge of Buddhist studies. Indeed, it reads more like a philosophical treatise created to help the reader accept this new way of thinking. Excuse me. I'm afraid I completely forgot. Sasaki Kojiro! Oh, I'm sorry for getting carried away. I didn't mean to shout in your face like that. But I just remembered that you showed up in the story about the famous duel on Gunview Island. Of course, some say that the story was just invented some years later, and they're also rather unique when it comes to heroic spirits. But that's exactly why I should have thought to ask you about it first. And yet, for some reason, it never even occurred to me until now. Oh, that's odd. I felt like my head was swimming in some kind of haze or something. Please calm yourself, Lady Marsh. Take a few deep breaths and make sure you are getting enough oxygen. Now, may I ask what you mean to do with the Book of Five Rings? You mean to summon Musashi to Chaldea as well? No, not exactly. Though I would like to see her again if I could. You never know for sure when it comes to Musashi. Oh, so you met the Miyamoto Musashi, but not the historical Miyamoto Musashi of our world. Rather, she is a woman within arms who wields two katana, claims to be Musashi and aspires to perfect her swordsmanship. Fascinating. She sounds very much like me and yet entirely different. I may be Sasaki Kojiro, but inside, I am merely a single manifestation of one of the many legends surrounding him. I am but the shadow of the moon as reflected in a pool of water. But you say this mysterious Musashi you met is apparently the Musashi, rather than one of his manifestations. In which case, did this female Musashi ever tell you this? Kojiro, you have lost. According to other swords masters, that is what Musashi said to Kojiro, after the latter had cast aside his scabbard of his own accord while awaiting Musashi on Gunview Island. There are numerous interpretations of their duel. There are no lines more famous than this. As such, those words would prove that this Musashi was indeed who she claims. Perhaps you even came to believe she was Musashi because you had heard her speak that line, Lady Cell. No, she never said anything like that. She's still Musashi whether she said that or not. Oh ho ho ho! That complicates matters, and I believe this female Musashi has yet to reach the void. Which may then make you the final piece of this puzzle, Lady Cell. Musashi was my most ephemeral rival, wielder of two katana for whom Sasaki Kojiro had waited since time immemorial. There have been many great swords masters in Japan's history, but despite being flashy and controversial, none is so well known and beloved as him. He was a brilliant martial artist with an area lost to his name, Shin Men. Musashi no Kami. Fujiwara no. Haru no Bu. That does not sound like me. But I never dreamed I'd have the luxury of somebody overseeing it all to the end. I never thought that things would turn out like this. Senpai! You look pale. No more than pale, you look ghostly white. Wait, this has happened before. I'm being summoned? What's wrong, Senpai? Senpai! Oh boy. Senpai, Senpai! Please wake up, Senpai! What is all this commotion? It's early. What's wrong, Marsh? You seem awfully worked up. Why, you're so as pale as an oni, Master. I see that you collapsed in a heap. I totally just switched those words up completely. She's out cold, isn't she? But don't worry, she's still got a pulse. We're either too late nor too early. I shall go and fetch Lady Martha, Lady Marsh. Remain calm, Lady Doji. Keep an eye on things. Well, it's not like she's dying or anything. Although it does feel like there's some kind of magical energy here. Never mind. Guess it was just my imagination. Hey Sal, wake up or I'll start nibbling on you from the head down. I mean, I'm not opposed to that. Senpai! Senpai, can you hear me? Please nibble me more. There you have it. Miss Sal has fallen into a deep coma. She was thoroughly examined, but nothing was found to be amiss. If anything, she appears to be the picture of health. Yet she was still not awake. Well, not wake up. Not even all the healing focus casters and Chaldea working together are able to open her eyes. According to Mosh, this is not the first time Master has succumbed to such a coma. When this happened before, I believe the cause lay with... Oh, hey, Daunted, what's up? Oh, my apologies. Ultimately, the King of Mages was responsible for that, of course. Though you are certainly complicit, you are not the sole cause of the problem, nor are you the sort of man to repeat the same crime twice. Nonetheless, I couldn't help but suspect that you might know a thing or two about this. Silence. Keep prattling on, and I will burn you to ash from the inside out. Do not speak to me. I have no interest in whatever you have to say. Just keep your mouth shut, Holmes. Quite a shame, that. I thought we might find common ground as gentlemen who share a fondness for tobacco. Very well then. I shall refrain from further conversation. I was merely hoping you might be able to help contain this situation. But I shall respect your wishes and do without your cooperation. However, as this matter concerns Chaldea's sole master, it is of utmost importance. As such, I shall be continuing my investigation. Do what you will. It's no concern of mine. There we go. That should have him helping out in earnest. It's a shame that things have come to this, but now that they have, everything depends upon all of us doing our best. And of course, upon Miss Cell's own battle. Yeah, I get to battle in my own mind now, again. So ironically enough, Shimosa's within our own mind. Sweet. 7 Duels of Swords Masters. Alright, open our eyes. You see a blue sky stretching out above you. Let's sit up. Ooh, this looks nice already. Huh? Already awake? I thought you'd be out for at least another day. Wait, no, sorry. Why do I always say the first thing that comes to mind? Okay then, to make up for that, let me tell you what's going on. Seeing as it's such a nice day, I decided this was a good time and place to eat. I read my meal and was just getting ready to eat when you suddenly fell from the sky. I caught you purely on instinct, but in the process my rice ball fell into the dirt. But anyway... I tried calling to you and slapping you awake, but you were out like a lantern. So I figured I was in for a day of waiting around here to keep an eye on you. But then you just went and woke up on your own, like Yajirobe. I see your luck is still as strong as ever, or maybe Lady Kanon has taken you under her protection. Anyway, let me introduce myself again. I'm... Musashi! That's right, I'm Shinmen Musashi no Kami, Fujiwara no Harunobu. But you can just call me Musashi like you did before. It's been a long time, Sal. I'm so glad we were able to see each other again. I mean, you've been my servant for quite a while now, so... We've always got to see each other. The rice field. Oh man, we're in the summer here. It's gonna be sweet. Except for the boss fights. Oh boy, I have no idea what to do with boss fights. Just like every other time. Oh my god, level 77. Holy crap. So we're bringing Musashi along, and we have to fight sabers and assassins, and oh my god, I forgot that some of these fights are restricted with just Musashi. Oh no! Oh no! I can't even give you a craft. Oh good god, no! Please no! Not like this! Not like this! Prima Cantica Purgatorio, beginning, Section 1. Thanks for filling me in. I think I've got the lay of the land now. So basically, you don't know where you are or how you got here. Usually you've got a thing that lets you talk to your comrades, but for some reason you can't do that now. And to top it all off, you can't be totally sure that this isn't all a dream, that about it. I think it might have happened before, so. And just like the first time we met. Oh, back on Onigashima, I've actually crossed a few more worlds since then, but never mind that now. Did you get doing your dirty spells? Okay, I can trust your story then. The last thing you remember, you were still in your own world, back in Chaldea, and bam! The next thing you know, you're waking up here. I can't say for sure whether you're dreaming or not. But I have heard stories about people's spirits leaving their bodies while they dream. Some puppeteer with glasses once told me that while I was extremely dangerous to travel to other worlds while dreaming, it does happen occasionally. I see. Something like that is going on with Shiki. At any rate, even I'm surprised by how far off the beaten path your life takes you. You think? Sure, it makes me feel closer to you than ever before. It's great to finally have someone to talk to who really gets me. And since we have so much in common, I'll be glad to help make sure you wake up from this dream safely. My best guess, you probably are dreaming, but at the same time, this world also really exists. At least I think it does. So if you end up dying here before you wake up, you'll probably end up dead for real. Oh, jeez. Wake up in it. You die in a dream, you die in real life. You die in a game, you die in real life. Oh, I see a pattern here. I've seen people die to curses, seen stuff like that more than a few times. So as Musashi no Kami, I hereby offer to serve as your guard until this thing blows over. Huh, it's been so long since I've said something like that. Makes me feel kinda silly. Somebody even trusted a ruffian like me to look after the plot of land once, if you can believe that. Don't worry, I've protected a fair few over the years, so just relax and let me handle everything. In fact, to be honest, I just came here a day ago myself, so I've been a little nervous about exploring this place on my own. You mean you got lost and ended up here too? So we're both in the same boat? Yep, though I'm not nearly as out of place as you are. The earth's kinda different here, but this is still the Japan I know. That said, I'm afraid I don't know anything more about what's going on than you do. Sorry about that. I bounced around all kinds of worlds, but it seems I can't go back to worlds I've been to before. I'm always getting called stranger and world drifter, and other stuff that wherever I go, so I'm pretty much always starting from scratch. A lot of the time I get rough types getting in my face and picking fights and stuff. Sometimes it gets me so riled up I can't control myself. But with you here, with me, I'm sure you'll talk me down from anything foolish. Lady Kano must have had a hand in this. I mean, you ended up here just as you were talking about me, right? It must be fate. Anyway, I'm glad you're here with me. Let's find out what's up with this place together. We'll look for a way to get you back to your own world and a way for me to keep going with my journey. I'm glad you're here too, cute Musashi. I'm in your debt, that I am. Cute Musashi. Cute. Okay, now it's all caught up. What say we get going? From the look of things around here, I can say for sure we're in Japan. I'd guess somewhere in the center of the country. Let's start by seeing what's over in that direction. If we're lucky, we'll find a village. If we're unlucky, well, we should still find a river. That we would. Well, we've been walking for an hour, and so far the only thing we've found is a bunch of Jizo statues. Still, I bet it won't be much longer now until we find a village, trust me. That's usually how it goes. Oh, are you okay, Sal? Did you want to take a break? I must have been walking pretty quickly. I'm okay, this is nothing compared to America. There's nothing compared to Onigashima's mountain pass. America! Huh? You mean you crossed that whole continent? That's amazing. You and I got tired just crossing the western part of it. Still, you know what America is like, huh? That country is really huge. Although, if you can handle that much land, that means you can also handle me dragging you around kind of rough, right? Anyway, I guess let's save my energy and just hush a bit, huh? So let's take it nice and easy while we walk. Luckily, the sky is this beautiful blue today.
I'm still hungry since I lost my rice ball, but I can make it do as long as the sky is nice and blue like this.
You sure do like blue skies, don't you, Musashi? Oh yeah, it was cloudy the last time.
I do. America's sky was beautiful too. But there's just something about it here that I really love. Like it has a kind of depth to it. No, that's not right. If anything, this sky seems more pliable. America's sky was so pretty you could feel your thoughts emptying out as you looked at it. But not this sky. It feels like it could pull you into a point where it's actually kind of scary. That's one of the things I love about it. I guess part of that has to do with the memories of watching it as a child, though. Hey, I can sense someone. Looks like we got lucky and someone's coming this way.
Or unlucky.
I wonder if they're from around here. This should work out well. We can ask everything we want to know.
Hey, it's the kids.
Hi there. What are you two doing in the rice fields? I can tell you're not from around here. Are you travelers? Where'd you come from? That's right, I'm a traveling swordsman. Swordswoman. In fact, we understand each other. That just goes to show that this really is Japan. I can't easily explain where I came from, but I was born in a town called Ohara in the Mimasaka province. Have you heard of it? It's home to Kenmitsu Temple. Never mind, I guess that doesn't matter. I'm Musashi, Miyamoto Musashi. My real name is a bit longer than that, but that'll do for now. What about you, miss? What's your name? It's so nice of you to help out by watching that baby. Is he your little brother? Are you his big sister? Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. You're a woman samurai, and you're so pretty. Oh gosh, your costume is really pretty too. Are you from Edo? Huh? Me? Pretty? Did you hear that, Sal? She called me pretty.
Is it really a costume, though? Not affirmatively.
I knew it. It felt so strange, but a good kind of strange. Anyway, thank you for the compliment, my name's Onui, and this is my little brother, Tatsuke. Goo goo ga.
Peekaboo.
Wow, Sal, I didn't know you were so good with babies. I'm impressed. I like babies, though, and kids, too. But I'm just no good at looking after them. Whenever they cry, I end up wanting to cry with them. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Onui, you mentioned Ada, right? It sounds like it's a major city. That would put us in the same time period I was in before, during Tokugawa Shogunate reign.
That's still a range of a few hundred years.
Wait, the Tokugawa Shogunate that lasts for that long? Aw man, I really wish I'd enlisted. Are you going to Edo, Miss Samurai? Or to Tokei Castle? Tokei Castle? Uh-huh, that's where you're headed. It's just a half a day's walk along the highway. That would mean this is Kazusa province, so we must be in the eastern part of the country. No, this is the Shimosa province. Is that so? There's a really big town all around the castle. It's much bigger than our village. Wait, huh? Hold on. I could have sworn that Tokei Castle was in Kazusa, and that it was abandoned during the Toyotomi reign. I don't remember it being big enough to have its own town either. That's all very different than I remember. Sayonari, Lord Tokugawa is the ruler of Edo, right? That's right. His name is Tokugawa Le something. Oh, Lemits. His name is Tokugawa Lemits. Gaga. So this is Lemits' reign. Even so, Tokei Castle should still be in Kazusa. And still be abandoned to boot, Maybe this is part of that.
Oh yes, that, of course.
Sometimes the history of worlds I wander into differs slightly from the history of my own world. That's probably what's going on here. How about it in your time? Is Tokei Castle part of Kazusa? Was it a proper castle even during the Tokugawa reign?
I'm gonna go with definitely, probably no. Sorry, I have no idea.
Right, of course. Sorry, I should have known better than to ask. At any rate, this is good. We now know that this is the Tokugawa reign under Tokugawa Iemitsu, and that was somewhere in the Shimosa province. This girl was pretty quick and confident in her answers, so there's no reason to doubt her. I think we made a lot of progress. Things are going so well, it almost seems wrong. Usually I end up having to fend off burglars before I meet a single decent person. Hell, most of the time I have to cross mountains before I even learn the name of whatever place I happen to cross.
You have some incredibly bad luck, don't you?
I know, right? Wanted or not, the only people who will talk to me are bandits. Good thing for me that you're here at this time, Cell. Oh, that was just my stomach growling. I guess that's what happens when you haven't eaten anything for 2 days straight. Say, Onari, is there a tea house anywhere around here? There's a tea house on the other side of the village. Oh, but my grandpa's hermitage is a lot closer. That's where Tusky and I came from. Go. Say, pretty samurai lady, where the kimono lady?
Wait, I'm in the kimono? I guess this would look real weird to you.
Would you two like to come to my grandpa's hermitage? I can make you tea. You know how to make tea, Onari? So you know how to do housework as well as watch your brother, huh? What a responsible young girl you are. I'm proud of you. Anyway, please follow me and...
I'm a boy.
I know this feeling.
I wouldn't be surprised. Onari's probably a girl. Probably. But I wouldn't be hysterical if she wasn't. That can't be good. There wasn't a cloud in the sky a moment ago.
There are monsters nearby. Onari, get away from the cute girl and a weird get away from Cell.
I mean, hey, Musashi thinks I'm cute. Alright.
Oh gosh, this guy went all dark, is this? There. It's okay, Tatsuki. Nothing to be afraid of. Well, maybe a little, but it'll be okay.
You were right, there's nothing to be afraid of.
That voice. It's not the kind of voice any child should have to hear. Onari, I want you to close your eyes and plug your ears. Children might see ghosts sometimes, but they should never have to see a real monster. Especially not during Amita's reign. Widespread wars should be gone by this period. Children shouldn't have to see people dying to hear bodies being torn apart.
Children also shouldn't have people, describing that kind of crap to them.
For that matter, they shouldn't have to see me using my sword either. Looks like my luck is just as terrible as ever. Running into this in the mountains at night is one thing. But if they're showing up in broad daylight, things must be really bad in this time period. You there, evil spirit, I won't ask who you are, what you are, or why you lost your way in the first place. I'm no monk, and I have no desire to hear your grudge or chant a prayer for you. If you disappear here and now, I won't even raise my katana against you. But if you turn those rotting eyes of yours to the living, all bets are off. I especially won't have you looking at Onari or Tasuke.
Musashi no Kami, will you help us?
Of course, this evil spirit is made of pure bloodlust. If I don't take care of it, the children's lives could be endangered. Or for that matter, your life.
I'll fight with you, I can back you up.
That's great to hear. You haven't changed a bit, Cell. I knew I could trust you, more than that. You truly deserve respect after all. She meant to protect the children before I even said anything. As my first move was to take up my katana. Oh well, that is who I am. No sense feeling bad about it, I'm a swordsman, so I may as well act like one. I'm perfectly fine facing down evil spirits. Since the sun isn't keeping you at bay, I'll just have to do it myself. The path of the void demands that soul is devoid of flesh be cut away from this world. With my two katana, I shall do just that.
Alright, battle 1 of 2. Morning Ghost A and Morning Ghost B. I mean, hey, at least Musashi has all of her brave chains. But that does end up meaning that since she's fighting alone, she's gonna take quite a few turns to actually do this. And it took me 35 minutes of straight talking to finally get to a point where we could actually start fighting. Oh boy. And I've got plenty more story to go through. I'm definitely not going to be able to record half as much as I would want to before Salem comes out. I'm obviously going to be doing this before Salem. I don't know if I can skip this and do Salem. I don't want to do that anyways because I'm missing St. Quartz from here and I want to do the story because I'm enjoying it. Either way, it's going to be a... Oh, wait, hold on. Double hits. It's a good thing I have Musashi so I actually know what she does. Alright. Bop, bop, and bop. 3-buster Brave Chain with double hits as well. Fine Dark Warrior and Hey Musashi, good job on the crits. Yatta! 3 turns. Actually wasn't that bad. Oh yeah, Master Missions reset. Oh wait, no. It's not the fact that they reset, it's the fact that I haven't done all of them yet. There we go. The sky's clearing up. Are the sky and evil spirits connected somehow? It looks like the spirits are all gone now. Wow, I can't believe it. That was amazing. You're so strong, Miss Samurai. At first I thought those were ghosts, but since you were able to get rid of them, you're not a monk. I wonder if they were actually bandits or burglars or something. Aga. Oh yeah, they did say that, I remember. Back when Mom and Dad were still alive. I see, so they're orphans. They always said to be careful at night, because lots of bad things show up then. I don't remember if Mom and Dad said anything about shadowy things showing up when it gets really cloudy. But I know they told us that's what happens at night. Grandpa said so too. Grandpa, now I see. So I still have a grandfather. He sounds very kind too. I mean, she did mention her grandfather's place beforehand. Although I still don't know why bandits showed up here. And when it's not even night. They didn't look like bandits to me. What about you? I thought they totally looked like bandits. Same, they didn't look like bandits at all. Do I agree with the kid or do I agree with Musashi? I guess I'll agree with Musashi. Right. Either way, now we know they show up so often that they get mistaken for bandits. So there's a castle that's not supposed to be here, and evil spirits stalking fields like wild animals. I've wandered into time periods like that before. This one's especially dangerous. It looks to be as bad as Onigashima, where we first met, or maybe even worse. Anyway, for now, let's go pay Onori's house a visit. I'm still hungry, and we have to get her and Tatsuki back home safely. That we do. Alright, we'll be fighting assassins. But who's this? Like, no, really, who is this? We have Donzo. I think Fuma Kotaro's here. The Saber dude, the old man Saber. I don't know if he's showing up. He might be the big bad villain at the end. I don't know. So yeah, let's just go with Musashi, mainly because I don't know if there's any casters that show up. Let's go.
Those dark things don't show up in Grandpa's hermitage or the village, not even at night. I never even seen one before. You hadn't either, right, Tatsuki? Guga. See? That may be what Onori told us.
Oh boy.
But things might be different from what she's used to now. First it got dark again, then there are definitely more monsters nearby too.
Why so many evil spirits in the Edo period?
Seriously, what's going on here anyway? The nerve of these things make me look bad by showing up right after I say they've all been taken care of. And if that wasn't bad enough...
Oh boy.
There's even more of them now.
Sorry, Musashi, looks like we can't rest up yet. If only I could summon servants.
Oh, I thought it was strange that no one else had showed up yet. If that technique of yours not working right or something. Well, if not, that's fine. It keeps things nice and simple. I may be so hungry I'm about to collapse, but I still have an example to set. This time I'll make sure to cut them down to such a small size that they'll never come back again. Cell, get down!
Hello? Old man? That you? Oh, wait, this is the Lancer. I don't know his name. Let's see. It looks as though I've materialized in this world for reasons unknown. Now I found myself in Shimosa. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw monsters just appearing and attacking people left and right whenever the sky grew dark. So whomever I found whenever, I would rip them to shreds with my spear. Now I have to travel in the land and destroying numberless scores of them. I found myself in the presence of a beautiful swordsman, accompanied by a child, a baby, and a young woman dressed in strange clothing. Pray tell, how did this come to be?
Whoa, who is this guy? He obliterated those spirits with just a single thrust of his spear. The way he holds his spear, his gait, his torso, his build, his breathing. Compared to him, those spirits may as well have been kittens.
Musashi?
Oh well, guess I'd better say something. I can tell you're a skilled fighter from the way you mowed down those spirits with a single spear strike. Are you the powerful warrior I've been hearing about?
Well now. I wasn't expecting you to answer my question with a question of your own. A powerful warrior, It seems I'm the one of the heroic spirits that have left a mark on humanity, but I still find that hard to believe. I find quite a bit of knowledge has been stuffed into this head of mine, but none of it answers any truly important questions. For what purpose was I summoned here? Where is the one who summoned me? I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. For the moment, I shall tell you my name. I am Hozuin Ishun. I have studied both Buddhism and the spirit directly under Master Inai, one of the two. The founder of Hozoin style Sojutsu. Hozoin Ishun. Right you are. Thank you for saying so, young one. I am indeed Hozoin Ishun, and merely passing by.
So you're a monk? Well, you're even stronger than those dark bandits. Gaga.
Bandits? Were those bandits just now? As near as I could tell, they were nothing more than evil spirits.
I think so too. If those are bandits, then all Japan would be overrun by. But wait a sec. Did I hear you right? Are you really Inshin? As in the Hozuin Inshin? The strongest Jumonji spear wielder who ever lived, the man who reinstated the Hozoin style of Sojutsu after the Lord Ine passed on. The same Hozoin Inshin whose skill with the spear even allowed him to step into the realm of the gods and the Buddha himself.
Ah yes, I believe I'm that Inshin. I certainly had never gone by any other name. What about you? It is rather rare to see a woman carrying katana, and they do not appear to be mere decoration. This feeling you impart, you do not possess a unique air of heroic spirit, but I cannot help but sense something familiar about you. I see, you are a swordsman.
Familiar, huh? I never managed to meet him before. In all my travels across different timelines of Japan, I never once came across Lord Inshin while he was still alive. He's an unparalleled genius with the spear, so much so that the other warrior monks, ordinarily have no interest in who the strongest of them is, talked about him in hushed, even reverent tones. I never imagined I would finally end up meeting him in a place like this. Still, yeah, right, now, Cell and the other two come first. My own interest can wait until later. Let me thank you once again for your help earlier. I was incredibly impressed by your skill with the spear. There can be no doubt that you are the Hozuin Inshin, the star pupil of the Hozuin school of Sojutsu, and a warrior monk said to be invincible once he takes up his Jumonji spear. Although I was under the impression that he would be quite a bit older in this time period.
Ma, is that why you weren't sure about me? I apologize for that. There's a very good reason why I'm younger than you expected. It's because I'm a servant.
Servant? Oh, you mean the kind of servant Cell talks about sometimes. I believe she described them as shadows of figures from fiction and history that materialized in the world to aid her in battle. I see. So you're one of those then.
Indeed, thus I can see why you may be on your guard. As we servants are not exactly everyday occurrences, but you are hardly without blame either. I heard you rattling your sword, attempting to provoke my ire. I cannot commend your actions. Had those children not been present, I would have already answered such provocation.
Sorry about that, it's a habit of mine. Whenever I meet an opponent who seems formidable, I end up goading them into a duel. But I guess I missed my chance thanks to you. Seems like now is not the best time to compare skills.
I see. That is at once fortunate and very much opposite. I too have no wish to kill a swordsman who can be reasoned with. All the more so if she is as beautiful as you are. I may be one's celibacy, but that would still be a terrible shame.
I agree. I've seen that smile. I'd really like it if we could be friends. I'm sorry for not properly introducing myself earlier. I'm Miyamoto Musashi. As you can see, I am indeed a traveling swordsman.
I'm sorry, did you say Musashi?
That's right, Musashi. Musashi. Guga.
Haha, Miyamoto Musashi, eh? As in Shinmen Musashi no Kami Fujiwara no Harunobu. How I can still say that without messing up once, I don't know. Shinmen Musashi no Kami Fujiwara no Harunobu. Shinmen Musashi no Kami wa... Okay, now I messed up trying to do it 3 times fast. Shinmen Musashi no Kami Fujiwara no Harunobu. Shinmen Musashi no Kami Fujiwara no Harunobu. Shinmen Musashi no Kami no Fujiwara no Harunobu. Oh my god. That's easily able to get me tongue-tied. Oh no. I'm not going for a 4th.
Yep, that's me.
Haha. Haha, now I see. Haha. I had no idea that the famous Musashi was a woman. Forgive me for laughing like that. It was very rude of me. I was just really surprised. What a strange twist of history. I spent my life walking down both the path of Buddha and the spear. But nothing prepared me for the surprise that this new hollow life would have in store. What a great pleasure this has been to have my expectations upturned like... Wait, this is wrong. You're far cry from the Musashi that I know. You there, young lady. You know who Musashi is supposed to be, right?
I know what you mean. That's just like what happened when I first met you, Sal. What's with me from the other worlds? Anyway, I'm afraid I don't have any other way to explain it. I just happen to be a Musashi who's a little different from the one you're familiar with.
I see, indeed, I do have some familiarity with Shinmen Musashi. At the very least, I can see with confidence that he was not a woman. Could it be that you inherited his name? I doubt he had a daughter, but might you perhaps be his disciple at one point?
My father was Shinmen Munisai. Come to think of it, I guess he was technically my master too.
I see.
Yep.
And you say you are truly Shinmen Musashi?
Thought I'd already said so, I didn't want to explain because I thought it might be confusing. But I think I'm actually from a different history. Really, a different world than the one you all know. Do you get what I mean?
A different history. If you had told me that while I was alive, I probably would have said you were speaking nonsense, but now, Very well then, Lady Musashi. Let me ask you this, are you familiar with one Takeda Matobe?
You mean Matobe the Spearman? How do you know about... Oh right, come to think of it, he studied Hosoin style Sojutsu, didn't he? I think that when we fought, he had already opened his own school anyway. What about him?
Takeda Matobe and I studied under the same master. Matobe claimed he had crossed swords with Shinmen Musashi, in which case, I've got a bad feeling. Hang on, both of you. We got kids present. Oh no.
Looks like your instincts were right on the mark. Sal, way to go.
Whatever happened to the rule of law in this land? Nonetheless, this is a good opportunity. Musashi, we can merely talk about this all we want to no avail. But as warriors, we have other, far clearer ways to communicate than words alone.
Indeed, I hate to be taken lightly just because I've got the thin arms. You're more hard-headed than you seem, aren't you, Lord Inshin? I suppose now it's as good a time as any to prove who I am with my swords.
We can only proceed so far with the doubts fogging our minds. As such, there's only one path left to us.
Alright, Lord Inshin, why don't you take the right side of what shall we say whoever slaughters the most spirits is the winner?
I heartily agree. A quick thinking is indeed the Shinmen Musashi I know. Was he to appear this lawless? Are you really shoot first types?
Huh? What's going on? Onui, I want you to stick close to Cell again. Make sure you don't move from her side. Okay. Guguga? You're such a good little boy, Tasuke. Don't cry now, this will all be over soon. There you are, evil spirits, just this once. I'm glad you don't know when to give up.
Such ferocity. Most men would soil their pants at the sight of such creatures, yet you yearn to fight. At this point, I am already willing to believe you are who you say you are, but I'll be damned if I miss this chance to compare our skills firsthand. You there, young lady. Make sure you keep careful track of which of us defeats more spirits. I'm obviously gonna say Musashi either way. Oh boy. Alright, let's do this, Musashi. Man, am I glad I did not choose the random servant that's just showing up. As we don't need any students playing with us. All we need is our beloved Musashi. That and her double hits with her attacks are freaking amazing. I mean, come on. Didn't she essentially take... Didn't she, like, in the summer races, taking Kido out in, like, what? 1 full Brave Chain? 2? One of those? She basically took him out instantly. It was fantastic. And I love Musashi because of it. Well, not just that, she's great either way. But that did definitely bump her up in my, servants I like scale. Obviously, let's just be honest, I like all female servants. I like some guy servants, but I prefer just the female servants. Alright. Let's do this, this, and then this. Obviously, we have to take out the one that's actually, you know, not the damage up. Otherwise, Musashi would lose. Ooh, what'd you just do? Increases NP amount gained, whatever. You know what? 6 pads, 5 rings, Cuddy Kata, Defined Blade. I mean, we might as well. We don't need to, but I want to see her Noble Phantasm again, because why not? Ishana Dai Tensho! I like seeing the subtitles to the Noble Phantasms now, it's great. Bye-bye. Also, I've been stuck grinding QP mainly because it's half off on AP, so I mean, like, why not? That's how we're back up to 900 million.
This is it.
Not yet, it isn't.
I guess you really can't put any stock in rumors. Unparalleled with the spear doesn't come close to doing your skill justice. It would even be an insult to call you the greatest of all time. Every thrust of your spear, every sweep, every strike, every slash would be ultimate finishing blows for any other fighter. To be honest, watching you fight up close gave me chills. It was so beautiful I could hardly believe it. No one at any point in Japan's history has ever wielded a spear with such absolute perfection. The depth of your mindfulness and technique, the way your spear cut through the air with only the bare minimum distance required, the sheer mastery of your form with not a single movement wasted, we still have a long way to go in comparison. Incredible, you win. No doubt about it, it has been an honor to witness your skill up close, Lord Ancient. Seriously, that was awesome. The heir to the Hozoin school was even greater than I had imagined.
I see, so that is how I seem to you, eh? In that case, I think I can finally accept this. Oh, I don't mean your identity, I mean myself as a so-called servant. To be honest, even after I learned about heroic spirits and servants, I was unsure whether I was fit to be one myself. But if a swordsman of your caliber has admitted defeat, I can accept that I am worthy to be a heroic spirit. I am the one who should be thanking you, Shime Musashi. If you had proven beyond all doubt how capable women warriors can be.
Hey, you called you Musashi. So he did. He even thanked me, even though I don't deserve it. Lord Ancient is truly as great as the spear he wields. I appreciate that, but I can set the record straight about one thing. That's because I've declared you the victor doesn't mean I've lost. Is that right, Cell? I never said I lost, did I?
Well, no you didn't. Musashi sure does hate to lose, so do I. I see, yes. Now that you mention it, you're right. The Musashi I know would never readily admit defeat. Indeed, you are without a doubt Shima Musashi. Both your skills and your speech prove it.
And that's the second time. It seems our contest to see whether I truly am Musashi has been settled as well. Yep, that was twice. You said Shima Musashi twice.
So you agree she is Musashi then? Ha! I see. So I've called you that twice, have I? Well done. I've won our contest of skill, but it seems I've lost in what truly mattered. I don't recall ever refusing to acknowledge you for who you are, but let me make it official. Magnificently played, Lady Musashi. Now at the last, I know what kind of situation I found myself in. I am a servant who has been summoned to this place, and that young lady there is one of the few in this time who knows what servants are. If this is not faith, then nothing is. Please, will you tell me everything you can about yourselves? I may be Hozoi Nishun, but I have no idea as to who summoned me here. Alrighty. I see, Chaldea is it? I'm afraid I understood perhaps half of what you told me at best, Lady Musashi, but I understand what Cell had to say well enough. I have no connection to this Chaldea place whatsoever. Therefore, I must be an inhuman being who has appeared here for some other reason.
You're not human.
They're like extra amazing people. Servants are people too.
They are. Okay, I understand that you're the same kind of person as the people Cell summoned the last time we met. But if there's someone controlling you, or did you just pop right out of the grave all on your own?
I'm not undead. Although I suppose the art that summoned me is as black as those that create undead. So perhaps we are more similar than I would like. At any rate, as far as I can remember, I materialized here as a Lancer about 2 days ago. I have no idea whether or not I have a master. All I know is that when I came to, I was standing alone at the edge of the Katori's shrine grounds. I was given very little knowledge during my summoning. I know only that this is the 16th year of Kanae, in which Tokugawa Yamitsu reigns, and that we are in the Shimosu province. In modern times, that puts us in Chiba Prefecture.
Chiba Prefecture? Chiba Prefecture?
Indeed, I know where we are and when we are, but nothing more again. I have no idea whatsoever as to why I was summoned to begin with. Nonetheless, when I came to, I had an ominous premonition. The hairs on the back of my neck stood up, warning me not to remain in a moment longer. So I left Katori's shrine and wandered around, slaying the spears that appeared at night and when the sky grew dark.
And that's when you met us, eh? Glad you made it here safe and sound, Lord Ancient. I mean, you've been walking around these mountains and fields for a whole 2 days, without anything to eat or drink, right? I've done it myself at times, so I know how hard it is.
I mean, servants technically don't need to eat, so he's good.
Especially since that's the exact same situation I'm in right now myself. I really need to eat something before my stomach turns itself inside out. You do? All I have is some water in my bamboo flask. I'm sorry I don't have anything else, Mr. Monk. Goo goo. When we come to my grandpa's hermitage, we can treat you to ice balls.
That is the most kind of you, but worry not. This form of mine is fleeting transient. I have no need of food or drink. Feel free to drink the water yourselves.
Uh-oh, is she going to cry?
On second thought, it appears I spoke too soon. There's no creature on earth that does not get thirsty after all. In fact, I just realized how thirsty I am. Very well, Unuri. I will gladly accept your kind offer.
Okay. There we go. But man, it's unbelievable. I can't imagine being able to fight after going on an entire day without a drop of water.
That is merely what it means to be a heroic spirit, or a servant for that matter. You seem fully capable of much the same feat yourself.
Yeah, I guess so. I just think it's amazing how you never get hungry.
Long as you haven't run out of magical energy. There may be a holy grail somewhere in Shimosa.
Holy Grail?
It is a goblet associated with Western saints, an object said to be derived from the great cauldrons used by ancient foreign gods. They possess immense power and are capable of granting wishes and performing miraculous feats with ease. In essence, they are omnipotent wish granters. With all these wicked creatures running rampant, it is indeed possible that there is a holy grail here. Someone may have obtained it and may be using its power to bring those creatures into this world. If that's the case, I have to do something.
You have to do something, huh? That means going home a lot later. Are you okay with that?
Not really, but I still have something to do.
So the needs of the many and all that, huh? You're so young, yet you're already separating your own problems from the ones of those around you. I guess I've got no choice but to stick around and help you out then. I can't very well be the only one not bothering because it sounds like too much trouble after you got and said something like that after all. As I say, we don't meet people by accident. They're meant to cross our path for a reason. Or maybe we've come too far to turn back now. It's better here. This thing presumably causing trouble is called a Holy Grail, right? So if there's someone here up to no good with it, you just need to teach them a lesson before heading back to Caldea, right?
Easier said than done, but pretty much yeah. You mean you'll help me, Musashi?
Of course I will. Besides, I love helping out cuties like you. If anything, I've been waiting for you to ask. If you're okay with my help, I'll gladly stick with you until the end.
You truly are different from the Musashi I know in many ways. You would never help anyone for free. Oh, my apologies. I did not mean to imply that you are either a man or an imposter. You are your own Miyamoto Musashi with your own oh my god. I can say all of Musashi's name, but I can't say this. Inimitable Niten Ichiryu swordsmanship. That aside, young Cell, your fortitude is most impressive, especially given your age. It's really not, honestly. It's just harder to look the other way. I see you are a good person and a hearty one at that. I can see why you and Lady Musashi get along so well. It is wonderful to see.
Wonderful, hey, what are you all talking about?
Oh, just boring grown-up talk. No need to worry about it if you didn't understand.
Oh, okay. At any rate, it's terrible that someone has been seen fit to summon monsters here, especially after the Tokugawa reign only just brought Japan's period of war to an end. I don't know what it is they're after, but they must have a lot of time on their hands.
No, well, maybe not necessarily too much time, because they are technically dying and they want a certain someone, possibly me or someone else, to find them. AKA Musashi. Because he did want to battle Musashi, but she kind of went through the portal and couldn't do that. Still too soon to say anything, for certain, but I want to rule it out. Regardless, transient form or not, the fact remains that I have come back to life, and as such, I must use my spirit to help those suffering from these circumstances beyond their control. I believe that to be nothing less than the reason why I was given new life. But if I'm being fully truthful, there's another more selfish reason. I now will have another chance to wield my spear, and there's no better target to use it on than those creatures, plaguing innocent people.
Is that so?
You're a pretty cool guy, Ancient. Am I? At any rate, there are matters we must discuss. Musashi's cell. We do not know if you two have some connection to these creatures plaguing Shimosa. One of your presence here is mere coincidence, however. After speaking with you and fighting by your side, I have made up my mind. I see that you are worthy of my trust as such. I won't insist that you accompany me, but I would suggest that we begin by getting Onui and Tatsuki back to this hermitage place safely. We can plan our next move after that. Is that acceptable? Good point. We might run into more monsters. Sounds good.
I was already planning to continue walking with Cell and to take Onui and Tatsuki home. Okay, Lord Ancient, it may only be for a short while, but I'm glad to have you accompanying us all the same.
Likewise. Whew. Alright, I'd say that's a good start to Shimosa. Oh, man. St. Quartz. You know, it's sad that I've been going for like an hour and 6 minutes now, and Ricefield is all we know. And next is Mid-Road. Alright. Well, with that, I'm going to end this episode here. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next one, which will be us going down the Mid-Road and continuing on through Shimosa. I don't know how long this actually is. I think Agartha was, what, 7, 8, maybe 9 episodes long? So since this is the first one, we got about 6 or 7 episodes left, maybe 8. Again, Shimosa could be shorter, or it could be longer. I don't really know. Either way, see you guys in next episode. Till then, see you later.